Okay, hi all, welcome to my kitchen. I know this is weird, I'm in the kitchen and we're talking about gardening. This is a gardening video. I did go out to the garden and I do need to water my garden. I did notice one thing today. My eggplants are not doing as well as they should be doing, and I had to actually cut one eggplant off of the vine. It just wouldn't grow. It was nice and round, and then I don't know what attacked it, but it ended up dying. The ones closest to the house are doing okay. I just need to give them a lot of water today. It's been so hot. So I'm going to pull you guys back a little bit. Unfortunately, I do have the garbage can, but it's moving so many things. So today I went in the garden and I picked my first 3 cucumbers. And you might notice that one is really yellow on top. And the reason it's so yellow is this one was in full sun and I think it got burnt. But it's hard and it'll make a good cucumber salad. I also had something that was attacking my cucumber, and I don't know if you guys can see this. This is still very hard. I'm going to have to cut it probably right about where my finger is, and all of that will have to go away. But I'm going to use these in a cucumber salad probably in the next day. As for my tomatoes just went crazy. I have probably 15 tomatoes that I pulled off the vine the last couple of days. And tomorrow my husband and I are going to run to the Italian market and get some more mozzarella. We've been really enjoying the mozzarella cheese and stuff. And I have one squash that is growing. My zucchini has the flower on it, but when I looked at the zucchini vine, it's starting to dry, which is signet that the end of the year is coming to my vegetable garden, and I'm now starting to harvest everything. I'm waiting for the cabbage a little bit. I only have one cabbage, and it's a very, very small cabbage. It's not going to be a great big giant cabbage like you get in the grocery store, but I'll harvest all of my cabbages in the next couple of weeks probably. I'm going to give them a little bit more time, and as long as we don't have threat of cold weather, they should be okay. My beans are coming to an end. They are still producing, but they're producing at a much slower rate now. And I think that's just also because they produced so much over the summer that they're getting to the point where they're not going to produce any more beans. And same goes with my tomatoes. My tomatoes have pretty much produced as much tomatoes as they're going to. Now it's just the right ripening spot. I did notice on one of my tomato plants, I do have a yellow flower, so it is trying to produce another one. My lettuce is pretty much done for the season. All 3 lettuces are now in bloom. So I'm just going to let them bloom. I might cut, when I pick up the cabbage, I might cut the bottom and just take the leaves off and have salad that way. So that was this week's update on the garden. The flower garden needs to be watered today. I haven't watered it in several days, and the reason is the flowers are eventually going to come to a end of their growing season where they won't bloom anymore. And I'm just trying to keep what plants I have that'll come back next year. All of the flowers in the gardening, you can kind of hopefully see where I'm pointing. That one is the one by the front walk. And then if I walk over here, well, you can see the bird bath. Depending on where I'm at. The bird bath is somewhere in here. And then you can see the outer layer. Well, those are the hydrangeas. Yeah, you really can't see over. It'd be actually on this side of the flower garden. But those flowers are starting to end their season. And that'll come to an end probably in the next 3 weeks. So that's going to wrap up the gardening update for this week. If there's anything new and exciting that comes on with the garden, I will definitely update you guys, but that's predominantly the end of the season. What I'll do in a couple of weeks is I'll take a break and I'll talk about what worked, what didn't work with the garden, what I would do differently next year, and go from there. So thank you for tuning in. This was Gardening with Joel. Tune in next week for another Gardening with Joel video.